Good things you do, my friends. So, starting all characters, and I mean all my characters, all over again. And I don't want to make this long video, but I'm gonna explain what the hell is going on. When I started to play back at the end of Vanilla WoW, I played this last year of Vanilla WoW. Back in the day when I was young and stupid. I'm no longer young, that's important to point out. Back in those days, I started to play in Draka, or Draka, some people call it. And I made all my characters there. My first character, which is my Rogue, which is my main character still, because it's the character in which I have all my rare stuff, rare toys, and things that are no longer available in game. So I level all my characters there. I started to raid, had a fairly good guild. And then, actually there were only 2 good guilds at the time. Then, guild fell apart. One of the top guild fell apart. People moved to the second one from the top guild. We were raiding Black Temple at the time. This happens during Burning Crusade. So I had my characters, and then I started to look for. I wanted to raid in a more competitive environment with players that were trying a little bit harder. So there was this guild in an RP server. They were the #1 guild in this server. Granted, it's not much to be. It doesn't mean anything to be the #1 in an RP server, but hey, they were getting the achievements, they were getting stuff done, so I transferred over there. And it turns out that they were actually really good. To the point in which people actually, other guilds, higher guilds, tried to move to the server. They actually had the idea that they could come to our server and get all the realm first for themselves. Well, that didn't happen because it turns out that their progress was no better than us. They actually fell behind. And I was actually very proud of that guild. As a matter of fact, the same guild during the expansion Cataclysm, I was the first rogue in that guild to obtain the legendary daggers thanks to the father. People will say, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything, you are in an RP server. Well, it does to me, because first, the day I got my daggers, it was only 3 days after the world first. So I was not that far from the world first rogue getting legendary daggers. Anyway, something happened in that guild at the end of Cataclysm, and this pisses me off because we had so many achievements, we had a lot of Realm First achievements, we had a lot of cool achievements, and even pets and things that are only available via achievement. I mean, we work hard to get these achievements just so we can get the reward for the guild. But our guild leader went insane and decided to disband the guild just because he actually had trouble with our guild leader disbanded the girl because of one girl. He had problems with a girl. He had a girlfriend in the guild, and he got depressed. He felt like nobody was supporting him. He disbanded the guild, kicked everyone. So I got angry. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Seriously, after all this work? That's fine. That's fine. So I start looking again for another guild. There was nothing fairly good in that server, so my option was like, I'm gonna have to transfer out of this server. That's the only option. So I start looking, and I found a guild in the server Frostwolf that was recruiting. So I applied to the guild, and I told them my experience with previous guilds, things and everything. So they seemed to like me, and they never sent me doing raids or everything, but they were getting ready for warlords of Draenor. So the guild leader of this new guild even paid my transfer. He paid one character. He paid the transfer for one of my characters. So I transfer my rogue. And then I paid to transfer my Death Knight. And things were fine for the first 2 months. But then this guild leader decides that he's gonna take a break. And he doesn't want to raid anymore. The guild falls apart and I'm like, seriously? This shit again? I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I quit. I stopped playing. I'm not. I don't want to start looking for another guild again and see what I find. And like, no, I'm done. So I quit playing again. And I didn't play Warlord Southern. We did some raiding the first 2 months, and we actually did fairly good, but that was it. And that was a PvP server. Anyway, Legion releases, and I'm like, oh, Demon Hunters! I wanna play a Demon Hunter. Yes, I do really wanna play a Demon Hunter. Problem is, and this is the problem, if people want to actually raid with good, highly good guilds, is the only option to transfer to one of the most populated servers? Because there is only like 5 high populated servers. So is that the only option? Do we have to transfer? Because here is the problem, and this is just my opinion, but this is the problem. That's exactly what killed the game Wildstar. I remember I started playing Wildstar, and I have really high hopes for Wildstar. But what happened is that there was not enough players in the servers after a while. And I saw many guilds break apart, and the best players were started to transfer to servers with higher population, just so they could find skilled players to do raids. And in my opinion, that's what killed Wildstar, because like too many servers that became empty, ghost towns. Later, the developers made a mega server, but it was too late. By the time they made a mega server, it was too late. Now I cannot make this quest because this is the other problem with this server. It's so high populated that there is so many people doing this. Apparently everybody decided to create a Death Knight, so I don't have enough minions. I don't have enough quest mobs to challenge and fight. I'm gonna have to camp one, like that one. Shit, you already got it. I'm gonna have to stay there and wait for the spawns, or do this at 5 in the morning. Anyway, back to the topic. What was the topic? Oh yeah. So my option is like, what am I supposed to do? Transfer to this high populated server so I can raid? What about my own characters? And okay, I'll do it, not a problem. Why am I complaining if I'm not going to do it? Okay, I am going to do it. I'm not gonna pay transfers. I'm gonna start new characters. Problem is that not everybody is going to do that. Not everybody is gonna take the time to start new characters just so they can play in a guild that can fairly do raids. Now I know for a fact that cross raid is a thing, but that is usually only for raids that are like 1, 2 or even 3 months old. So far I never seen them allowing the raid that just releases to be cross realm, and that's a problem, because if I want to play with one of those guilds who actually care about doing those raids when they launch, the time they open, that means I'm gonna have to transfer or start a new character. So I wonder if developers even address this problem, and like, or are they just expecting everyone to pay transfers and everyone transfer to one of the high populated servers, which is not a lot of them, but what other option do we have? And it really, I probably just want to rant about it, because back in the day, it still pisses me off what happened to our old guild in my old server. It still pisses me off. Reason is, there are several heirloom pieces of gear that are only available by guild reputation, and I don't even have a guild yet. I wanted to level a mage, but I don't have heirloom pants. In order to buy heirloom pants, you need to buy that from the guild vendor. To buy that from the guild vendor, you need a high reputation with the guild. And I don't even have a guild, so I cannot buy the pants to get the extra experience to level a mage. And that's not the only reward. There were so many other rewards. So what's gonna happen? Is Blizzard Entertainment going to address this problem? Hey Blizzard, do we have to level new characters in the new servers? Or do we have to transfer? Or will you once and for all, and this will solve everything, will you just once and for all allow new raids to be available on cross-realm raiding? Because if that's the case, it will solve all my problems and the problems for a lot of people. I don't have to transfer, which you might say, oh, you're losing money, you might not do it because of that, but is it really worth it to keep the money you're making from transfers if that means that people stop playing because there is no option? If you allow Blizzard for people to do the raid on Cross Realm as soon as they launch, then I can just go and what's the website? I forgot the name of the website. The one that allows you to schedule raids with people, strangers, and then do the race together with complete strangers. That would be great. I would love that. But until that is a reality, I'm going to level in this server 2 new characters. One, a Dead Knight, because Dead Knights start at high level. Actually, they start at level 55. And I want a Demon Hunter. Problem is that you need at least a level 70 character if you want to start a Demon Hunter. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to level a DK all the way to level 100. Once that is done, I'm going to level a Demon Hunter.
Our master's will be done.
And let's see if I can do some raids in one of the guilds that is, I'm not gonna say hardcore, but at least a guild in which the players know what the hell they are doing. Because the guild that I joined, in one of the last guild I joined, I mean, in my return to Legion, the main tank, moves with the mouse and is asking if he should play with a keyboard mouse or if he should play with controller. And I'm like, you wanna play World of Warcraft with a controller? I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't think I don't know. So those are my concerns for Legion. Server population and the fact that people will have to move to higher populated servers in order to play with a more skilled raid environment, I wanna say. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.